but we have no fruit. Let's just swap back over to grain. Because I've got a bunch of grain, and it's all right here. Why is workload low? What are you out of? I don't understand. It's like I've got coal. It's here. I don't get it. Like at all. Like, why are you consuming fruit when I've turned it off? Well, maybe that's historic? Yeah, I mean, this is like an example of a system I quite like, actually. The delivery system. Like, that's actually a nifty little system. It just being like a very straightforward, simple thing. Do you accept any fruit? Yes, you do. And we're going to have a lot more fruit this year than last year because I upgraded my fruit output a whole lot. So... I'm also going to go through and add some more employees to a lot of these farms, just a couple. All of my fish are being consumed rapidly. So I guess in order to get another promotion, I need 3,000 people. We're at 3,200, so that's something. Problem is I'm out of food again. How much random livestock do I have? Actually, not much. So I want, actually, hold on. Me doing this, is this me slaughtering my own animals? Okay, it doesn't select my own animals, but it does include my own animals. That's spooky. Good to know. Experience gained. We now employ over 50 in our breweries. As a result, blah, blah, blah. Combined experience go up. Yay! Very simple. Have more thing, number go up. Easy money. Control sus. Suspend job. Get rid of that. Well, it counts the number because I selected my fields. It just only, it doesn't hunt them. Because, like, otherwise that would be a significantly higher, amount of, like, huntable creatures than I've ever had. Insufficient workers allocated. I mean, that makes sense. I just straight up don't have that many people. Let's also change you over to these guys. So now the important question is... You have alcohol available up here. Well, that's good. Only half of the alcohol. But they do have alcohol. I'll lower down these, and I'm going to plop some alcohol into this stockpile as well. This little corner is doing all right. We just need more people. What I really need is I need to get to a point where we have extra people again so I can increase the size of my military. So chat, now that I've streamed this for a week, what do you think? Positives and negatives of watching this game. If you've watched for more than, like, I don't know, 90 seconds. If you just got here, well then, I don't know. Not really relevant question, but... Because I think going into next week, we're going to just do a normal week of normal things and stuff. But I don't know, I might do this again next Friday. Pick this up after a week of rest. A little bit of break. Got you to play it again? Needs more magma. That is true! Actually. That is true. Not watched enough again, but you like the music? That's fair enough. I mean, you've been here a lot, so it must be fine. Can't be that bad if you've been here. See if we can get up to 3,000 people. Well, okay, so far today we have built a relatively functional fishing industry, which admittedly is dead right now, but relatively functional fishing industry with these little collections of islands. We've built an alcohol industry. My clothing and weaving industries are now completely fucked. Because I'm exporting it all. That would be why. Let's just export... cotton for the minute. Actually, do I have a noble of cotton? I don't. I don't need one. That's for sure. What are we doing for grain? Still somehow losing grain every month. It's very, very fun. Your blood pressure has been going up from the salt, but it's been fun. Sorry for the salt. I also think I should nuke these little guys in here and just build a bigger one. That's what, 14, 32. So 4 of these I can get rid of, basically. It's time for some renovations, chat. This is going to temporarily completely screw over my research industry. But it'll be okay, I swear. I can go up here, grab you. I fucking love this copy-paste feature, though, let me tell you. Stop farting, god damn. It's goddamn gross. He's not really taking a hint, is he? Then maybe I can fit a tavern in up here. I will be right back. I am currently drinking Phantom coffee, which is a almost completely empty mug. So I'm going to get rid of this coffee and then go use the washroom, and I'll be right back. Ah. One makes it worse, one makes it better. There's many mods for the farting noises. My favorite mod for the farting noises is the one that turns them into goose, making goose sounds. Why are you a mud wall? Excuse me. Should be a wooden building. But now it's too late. Gross. Whatever. I actually don't care all that much. Maybe I'll go fix it later. Kinda can't be asked. Holy meat! That's a sudden massive influx in meat. Where'd all that come from? I don't know what I did, so I'm just going to be confused. I screwed something up there. How do I unscrew that up? I clicked this. Set order to next closest order. Remove? There we go, that's what I want. So I don't want you to just pull from other warehouses. Need space to store meat. Now where? There it is. Was it hunting? It was either that or like a seasonal slaughter of the pastures. Because isn't hunting like a slow but steady constant, whereas like the pastures are just like, yeah, it's all at once. I always thought that's how that worked, but maybe I'm wrong. What does that need? Just a bunch of furniture? Yeah, it won't take too long. Well, good news is we appear to not have an influx, but actually have leather again. So, like, you know, they're all using leather. Whereas those are libraries. Laboratories. Why am I repeatedly clicking on the thing that I'm not trying to click on? Also, holy crap, that was a bunch of people. Yeah, no, the hunting buildings are just constantly going out slowly and periodically bringing back stuff. But, like, I've had the hunting buildings for ages. I've never randomly seen meat fill up like that before. Whereas I built a bunch of these animal pastures recently. So I feel like it's probably a slaughter from this and not like that. Because the only time I've seen the meat jump up like that is when I click the manual slaughter button. So that's what it seems like. But yeah, I think at this point, like, I'm very much in a city builder-y mood. I know some people were recommending that Whisker, whatever the fuck that game's called, Whisker something, as like a city builder that I should look into. I think the next check-in I'm gonna do, like next game I go back to, is gonna be Manor Lords, because that game's had a lot of updates since I last messed with it. You know, I'm thinking it might actually make... Whoa. How do I keep ending up with 2 of each? This is fucked. Let's just put you on that. There you go. Massively increase my clay output. And you take 27 input, so then I'll grab another one of these. More pottery manufacture. Increase the employees on this one. Because that's what I need now, because we're running out of pottery. Yeah, I checked in on Norland a little bit more recently. Norland was funny because like the last time I was like in the mood to play it, I was like, cool, let's check out Norland. And then like as like that afternoon while I was streaming, they announced a massive new update was going into the beta branch. It's like, man. Oh shit, disaster has struck someone else for once. Thank you, game. So now I get like a pretty hefty increase to immigration for the next little bit. So let's do two things. Maybe more than two things. Let's cut a buttload of trees, which they're already sort of doing. Let's go here and go copy. And let's copy a bunch of housing. Because we are about to get a bunch of new migrants. Yeah, Norland might be something. Actually, just in general chat, what are some games you guys would like to see me check in on or go back to? For whatever reason, really. Biased or not. I'm also going to go copy this massive market. Or food stalls, I guess. Let's pop that in there. Let's plop in another well. I keep stating that I will play Astronauts when it hits 1.0, but maybe at one of these points I will cave and play Astronauts. Also, I've told this story before, and everybody talks about Astronauts. I played Astronauts the day it went into early access. I lasted about 90 minutes. Because all of this information's in-game now. It's not relevant anymore. But at the time, all of the instructions on how to operate and manage and build and run your ships were in like a... I think the number of pages goes up every time I tell this story. We're in a several hundred page long PDF file. And I took like 10 seconds of look at that and was like, you know what? No. And I never went back. And like that's not like a knock against the game. I was just intimidated, and that was a lot of reading. Entirely my own fault. Like, you know, I should have like known what I was getting into, but that's all I think about every time. Still, whenever that game comes up, and I always feel like, man, I should play that game because that game's really cool. Seems really cool. I want to play that game, but then I just look at it and go, but like, the game's a lot. I mean, yeah, no, I would like that game, but I kind of want to see it at its best, so I don't know. I think, like, right now, if I were to check in on a space game, it would probably be... Star Sector again. That's probably the game I would go back to. If I were to be like, yeah, I'm gonna check in on a space game, it would probably be Star Sector right now. Really? The reason I got not scared, but pushed off of tabletop RPGs was people being extraordinarily unfun to be around. And most tabletop RPG... You know, it's funny. Like, we were kind of talking about tabletop RPGs a few days ago. And somebody in chat got really sad and then mentioned Delve. It's like, When I think of tabletop RPGs, I think exclusively and specifically about games that require other people to play. But the second it's like, doesn't require other people to play and it's just like, you know, a non-multiplayer tabletop RPG, I'm much more interested in that idea. I probably would never put the time in to do it. It's specifically like the requiring other fucking stupid people to be around. It's like problem number 1, you need friends. Problem number 2, you want to continue being friends. Okay, don't play tabletop RPGs. Problem solved. No, it's only for people who don't want to continue being friends. Specifically, not for everyone. I'm being very dismissive and mean. But, you know what I'm saying. Trying to be funny, I don't think it's landing. Okay, how's my clay usage doing? All right, so we're still on the positives on clay. It's actually kind of wild that I managed to completely drain my clay supply. Although we have way less of this stuff. Require more farms. Good news is, though, I've managed to balance my clay input, so I could probably just swap... you. What's my leather input? Nope. What's my meat input? Okay, that doesn't really matter then. Let's import fruit, because fuck me, I need fruit. And we're out of food. Okay, fine. Gonna remove your access from... Nope, I don't want to do that. Quit eating my fruit and mushrooms. But you can have booze. It's like, by all accounts, I should have a massive influx of booze, but I just don't, because I'm actually not totally sure why. We're out of grain. Even though it's like harvesting season, like soon. Did I already have a master of grain? No. Toby Toe Beans is now the master of grain. It might have been a sale, but I don't have it set to import 100%. God, this derangement is driving me bonkers. Chat, that's it. I'm building an asylum. For all of these deranged fools. I should put it on an island. I should put the asylum over here. But putting it in the middle of nowhere is probably not the most effective. And get rid of these 2 tiny plots finally. They were my first farm plots. Let's move you down here. And delete you. Also, good Morbin, which is how it read to me. Emily. How are you today? How is thing? Hopefully good. Also, Anonymous, thank you very much for being a person to gift a sub and for the first gifted sub in 2 hours. Appreciate it. It's time to be a bad overlord and build an asylum. Only fits 8 deranged? Are you for real? Okay. Silly me. Of course I need a door on my asylum. Basically, like, you can have people that go insane. Up in the top right, there's 90 little big eye faces. These guys, they're deranged. I don't know what they are. I think it's caused by, like, injury. It can be caused by, like, being upset. It can be caused by age. It could just be dementia. And asylums are one of the ways that you deal with that. And just having a large populace of deranged, quote-unquote, people in this game pisses off everybody else, basically. And it's one of those pretty rough negative cycles that you kind of need to avoid, if at all possible. So I'm just trying to build this to avoid it. I kind of want to renovate this building and connect the two. Or maybe these two. Basically, like, increase my furniture output, because I already have this person who's doubling my furniture output. But I think actually it might literally be lack of wood. Yeah, I think that's the issue. Just need them to be closer. Also, as always, if people want to name things, the Name Something Redemption is up. You can name a building, you could name a noble, you could name a rando plebeian. It's up to you. But there is options if you want it. What am I naming Emily? Am I naming a toilet Emily? Am I naming a stage Emily? Am I naming a building Emily? Am I naming a noble Emily? What do you want? Emily. It's also 17,000. What size of that world were you generating? And did it crash at all? The other orchard. Yeah, because you've, Orchard Emily. This is Emily brand apples. There you go. You've got Emily and Emily too. give you... I really want to increase their food servings, but can't really. Okay, good news is the asylum actually doesn't use many employees. So that's actually good. It's already full. All right, well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a much bigger asylum right after I make another janitor, because I need another janitor. So, like, how big are these cells? They're what, 4 by 3? So I basically need it to be 2 back into here? Okay. This is going to take a while to build. But this is this is going to be kind of harsh, I think. So let's go 5 wide. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, so I could do this. Am I a bad person, chat? Are we the baddies? I think I'm becoming the baddies. I think we're becoming the baddies. At least in this one aspect. I'm sure they'll love it. I mean, it's underground. I think it will count as round. As if that's what matters. So let's take 24 deranged. I currently have 90 deranged still. Done. Oh. Done. Can't spell underground without round. You know, you make a very valid point here. It's an extremely valid point. I would never have even considered such a concept. Also, we're getting close to... Well, not getting close, but slowly approaching the 3,000 mark. Good news is we have lots of food nows. So it looks like I have very little of this booze, but I think I actually have kind of a lot of it a lot of the time. The reason that number tends to drop down to nothing, am I correct here? Yeah, so when it's being transported via these loading stations, it doesn't count as in your inventory until it's unloaded. So like all of this booze is then unloaded here, and then the number skyrockets when it gets moved over here and then worked over here. Or sold over here, I guess. Why did I... The heck did I just do? Let's remove that from there so that you'll function. Because you're only loading this one. But it takes a little bit for it to work. Oy vey. Because now it says, now it's going to look like I have none again because they're loading all the way down here. Like there's 10 over here, right? And then it takes a while. So does that mean none is ever actually getting to the other tavern? Because the other tavern's over here. Oh no, you're getting them. Well, that's good. That's good. I could also make a third tavern, like, down here somewhere. Whoopsies, that's not the button I wanted. Maybe, like, over here. And just sell the other one. Like, just the stronger liquor. Let's also throw... where's the janitors? You. Still just out of furniture permanently, but it's fine. Is 55 by 55 really the max? I feel like the maximum's bigger. Good news is people are generally happy enough at the moment that we are accumulating peoples. Once again, it's just a problem of clearing things. This is a wild screen. You just see all like the little dots running around. This reminds me of Creeper World a bit. Like, focusing too much on efficiency in real life is also cruel. I mean, an efficient city looks like commie blocks, right? And an inefficient city is often much more livable. Well, inefficient in not a manner of getting things from place to place, but like layout-wise. Although it depends on what you're focusing on in efficiency. Like cities in Korea and Japan are a lot more efficient in a lot of ways because of their public transit, but then like somebody who doesn't use or refuses to use public transit for one reason or another would find it less efficient, so. So now that's gonna get repaired and fixed. The number of deranged keeps climbing. Somebody died in a brawl, probably in one of the taverns, right? Like more efficiency in corporate settings? Yeah. It's like a dead mall. Good news is my furniture's starting to climb again. And also, this is a really good news. If you look at this market right here, it's got fish, meat, veggies, fruits, all kinds of supplies. That's great. You'll love to see that. A nice, well-stocked market is a sight to behold. This one seems to need more workers. I had all these nerfed down to like no workers for a while because I needed the employment. For other things. Kind of amazed that I'm out of fish. How the fuck did that happen? Are fish seasonal? Or is there just suddenly a huge amount of demand for it? It's gotta be that. Low percent means drop some. Is there still a button to automate that I'm missing? Because, like, yeah, workload is low, but I kind of wish it would just do that smart. Not all types of buildings? I seem to recall that being there for all types of buildings, so I guess I kind of assumed that that was there. Oh, I'm exporting cotton still. That's one of the reasons probably why I'm short on cloth. Let's just quit that. I'm also going to quit importing fruit. Nope, don't do that. Export. You. I'm just gonna try and export tools again. They didn't buy any the last time I tried that, so I'm gonna try it again. There you go. Is that still too far to fetch, or do I have to manually ship these? There we go. They are fetching now. Food stalls have got it. It's the greens check. Yeah, I know warehouses have them. Check. Oh, I see. You know, it's funny. I would think this button... My brain tells me that this button means delete. I can't be the only person who thinks that, right? Like, I can't be. Like, that's what that looks like to me. Which is kind of a shame, because, like, I would really like to be able to do that for, like, mines. Like, oh, you know, you have, like, or soldiers even. Like, you know, you have an extra 70 workforce, just chuck them in the mines. Let's just speed up time. We're almost at era where food gets replenished. There we go. Sorry. And I'm sorry. I think having the extra days of food is more worth giving people extra food. Kind of by a lot. Next to where you set the number of workers building is also the auto-employ? What? This? Huh. Yeah, neither of those are particularly intuitive. But, oh well. I should also just auto-employ these. Yeah, that's wild. Are you auto-employable? These are auto-employable. That's good, actually. The unload and load zones are auto-employable. Import depots and export depots don't seem to be. Well, I mean, it's just like farms. I really wish I could auto-employ farms. Because auto-employing farms would allow me to, like, you know, they would, like, could increase the worker numbers during harvest and planting seasons when they're needed, and then the rest of the time they would drop down, in theory anyway. Or at least that's my theory anyway. But oh well. Let's add in another squad here. Let's train you all the way up. Let's see what we got. Let's give you metal armor. I don't actually think I have enough available for that. Leather armor. Spears and shields. None of this makes any sense to me, by the way. And then train until you drop. And now everybody hates me. Such is life. How is the this doing? Slowly. Well, this should all get slowly cleaned up. This is slowly getting worked on. Very slowly. One accident. Oh no! Of course it's in the combat training. Well, I mean, you know, it happens to the worst of us, I guess. Certainly not the best of us. If they were the best of us, it wouldn't have happened. I'm gonna subtract a bunch of people from these mines. Just get this done. Yeah, okay, allow me to reiterate. I know that higher number is good, but it's not clear if I have enough gear for them. Like, if I open up the military screen, right? It just has, like, these amorphous bars that don't really mean much to me. I presume that that means that I have gear, but I don't actually know for sure. Like, it's not clear as to if there's actually enough gear to arm all of them. That's the issue that I'm running into. Why no archers? Because I haven't researched them yet or built one. So why none? Because this tech system is fucked. Actually, I might have researched them. Yeah, I have researched them. So I haven't built a building for it yet, and I don't feel like making another line of things on the tech tree. That's why. Laziness. Mostly. Because I'm too busy trying to deal with these fucking deranged twits to go make archers. Is the true reason. Also, I'm aware they're probably quite useful and quite good, and I probably actually need them very much so, but... I mean, right now, my biggest issue is I fucking desperately need more woodcutters. I mean, look at the wood requirements right now. Like... Once again, why do I have 2? How do I keep managing to end up with 2? I wish this menu was more condensed. There we go. the very least, my woodcutter amount will go up now. But why? Are archers really strong or something, Alan? Oh, also, this is probably just a old bias, but they were really bad at one point. I do remember them just getting murked. I think somebody was talking about kiting people with archers, so they might be really good. I don't know. I'll be honest, considering I'm trying to avoid combat already, it's like I'm just trying to do the bare minimum. So if you have a recommendation for like a bare minimum army, I'm kind of at not all ears, but I do have 2 of them, so I would listen. Not sure. Okay. Good to know. I will say, I am always impressed by how slow the digging is in this game. Is anybody else like amazed by that at all? Or is that just me? It very well could just be me. Wish I could make a smaller unloading station. These produce noise? Probably. Asks and answers his own question. Eh, whatever. Although, what are you storing? This one. Got nerfed hard now. Protect them with spear dudes. I have enough trouble deciphering the difference between my spear dudes and my sword dudes. I feel like they would just die based on that brief description. Accurate or otherwise, I'm not sure. Also, chat room. We're still in one of those, you know, times where this is a variety week. My chats get quiet during variety week. The more you could do to help keep the chat moving and engaged is honestly the nicest thing you could do for me at the moment. So thank you very much to everybody who's tuned in so far today. But if you want to help keep people stay tuned in, keep that chat moving. Doesn't need to be about the game. It could be about Dwarf Fortress. It could be about anything. But chat's been very quiet again for the last hour or so. But thanks to the 170 of you watching here on Twitch and the 45 of you who were fortunate enough to get informed by YouTube that the stream exists. They're hunting rabbits. Well, I hope they share because I could use the meats. Your actors are exploring new kinds of art recently. They've focused on the follies of your rulers. Oh no. How dare I accept criticism? Punish actors. Opinion 15%. Don't punish actors. Opinion 15% plus cruelty. Wait, what? Oh, cruelty is 75%. Punish and wait, why can't I just not threaten them? I don't like these options. The fuck? I guess I'll just punish them? I don't know. So I lose loyalty and gain opinion. Alright, well, that blows. I mean, there was no options. It was literally just 2. It doesn't matter. It's like, people are mocking me in comedies? Oh well, I don't know. Limited choices, yeah. I feel like stuff like that would fit very well in a campaign, but because this is a sandbox, it feels out of place that I don't have, like, the ability to just ignore it. It's like, buff, different kind of buff, or nothing changes. Is how I would make that, but now I'm just kind of fucked on loyalty, which is great. Also, all the children are starving, by the way. But now we have veggies, so they should stop starving. Is dependent on the military gear, so if you have in your storage, this is why the shield bar is almost filled out since you have 509 shield in the short. Certainly. That's not a good UI element. How else? I don't know how else to explain this. Like, if I edit this squad and say take all of the training, all of this gear, and all of this gear, I have no idea if I have enough gear for this. I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing. This is a bad piece of UI. That's all I'm saying. This is bad UI. Because this stays the same. It's not telling me what's being utilized. Like, it has this little fucking thing, which means nothing really. These bars don't mean anything. If they had a number next to them that would go up or down based on me clicking these buttons, that would make sense. I mean, why wouldn't he, Alan? This is bad UI design. This is not intuitive. Doesn't really make much sense. It's not clear. It doesn't tell me if I'm doing it right or wrong. It just simply has random bars that change, apparently accordingly, that don't make much sense. I think that is really bad user interface design. So that's what I was talking about earlier, and that's the feeling I still have. But thank you for your input, Azrael. I really hope that this doesn't last too long. 2 more days and 2.2 more days. Yeah, I don't know. The artificial gamey buffs just kind of, yeah. Yeah. Not a fan, but what can I do? Doesn't tell us anything about the military mechanics. I mean, it tells us some things, but I think, like, you know, now I have to deal with this. Chat, the unions are striking. The last time this happened, it spiraled so bad the entire city fell over, so. The good news is they seem to be getting happier about it. Or something's making them happier, I guess. It's got to be the food supply. All right. Let's see how many deranged people we can get into here. No, you're very much right, Platinum Margin. It's still not easy, though. Although this game isn't easy. It is a lot of balancing, and the game wants you to do very specific things, and it doesn't always tell you what things it wants you to do. Which both makes for really intriguing game design and frustrating collapses. But, you know, as I've said too many times probably, this is one of those games that's... There you go. Strike's over. It's one of those games that's kind of unlike anything else, which is why it's appealing, at least to me. Well, loyalty is going back up. Happiness is also going back up because the whole entertainers mocking me thing is now gone, which is good. Yay, I have an asylum now. Which is going to get me 30 deranged dealt with. So now there's only 61 deranged, which means I'm going to grab one of these, fucking copy it. Just going to keep doing this until I use up all of the deranged. I can also use these 2 holes over here as an side entrance. I'm also going to take this woodcutter. And copy it. Kind of amazed that I'm repeatedly running out of fish. Because I had a good supply of fish for a minute there. New dormitory for you? Why'd you have to move dormitories? It's impossible for me to think of that in any other context than Dwarf Fortress, by the way. Here's hoping that'll catch me up. Because currently my woodcutters are producing like 734 wood per year, so ideally that'll sort out that issue. My gourd. Actually just gonna turn off this one. Also, I can auto-employ kitchens? Oh, fuck, I should do that. All right, then they're gonna slowly start working on that. Up in here. I want to line these up. Hold up. So I'm just going to go into here, and I'm just going to delete this. Oh, man, I can't move you over by one? Come on. Oh, I see the issue here. There you go. Come on. What do you mean I can't put this here? What do you mean it won't fit? Because that's going to cave in. All right, fine. So then I need to erase these. Extend these. And throw a door right there. Talk about locking away your problems. Like, that's effectively what I'm doing. Also, if you notice, law has, like, balanced out because of this. Like, me dealing with these deranged people is sorting out the, like, crime problems that we have. Yeah, but I want to do better in video games. Maybe I'm just being too optimistic, but I always want to do better in the video game than we would in real life. Just because we are an embarrassment to our own species in real life doesn't mean we need to be in video games as well. What's up, Bobtron? How's things, duder? Yeah, it's consistently leather that is costing us the most. And I've sold all my tools. Don't really have anything that I feel comfortable selling aside from tools. So I'm not going to sell anything for the moment. Why is workload low? Insufficient workers allocated. Okay. Internal storage is full. Meaning, like, too much pottery, I presume. Not. So out of grain. Well, grain isn't available, rather. Well, good news is I've got plenty of people working. So we'll just let them sit. It's currently the time of year where I'm just going to speed time up to stupid speed. Like this. Let's see what happens the next little bit. All right, you're just coming from splitting firewood, preparing for a cold snap. I know that's the case for a lot of people at the moment. Turns out these dwarves must really like my new asylum setup. It's very Moria. Kind of amazed that this isn't degraded, considering it's just underground. Could really use one of those good events right about now. Like one of the ones that's like, hey, want more immigrants? Here you go. That'd be pretty nice. You keep sneezing? Someone's talking about you. Isn't that the I think that's a superstition. I don't think I'm making that up. It's because the air is dry there? No, that too. Let's just suspend these and focus on this for a minute. Oh, never mind, can't do it because everybody unemployed. Kind of wish I could just auto-employ these. How's wood supply doing now, though? Still losing wood? That's kind of incredible, actually. Knowledge and innovation. I need asylum employees, so best stick to that for a bit. No, I didn't legalize weed. I legalized eating weeds. That's a different thing, sir. Does it not? I'd swear it used to. Yeah, it does. What are you talking about, Eric? It literally does. Like, there's stone here that they are pulling out of these walls. On a dev blog from 2024, the developer mentioned that, I missed this a while ago. He was looking for a military historian that also dabbled in coding, but I'm sure that hasn't had much luck. Yeah, that seems like an oddly specific... I feel like you'd look for a programmer who has an interest in military history. Would be a much better way to go about that. Good news, my derangements are down to only 26. Like, not imprisoned situations, so I guess that's good. Oh, I need rations for these? Fuck you, game. Hold up. Are you telling me that I'm starving my deranged idiots to death? I think that's what the game is telling me. Because those consume rations, apparently, which I didn't know. Now I do. Okay, well... in that case... Ugh. Rations for the irrational? I think that mechanic is irrational, but okay. Grumplins. Access. No rations. No rations. Okay. That's also going to use up all of those. There's never going to be any bread in this city. I think I'm going to move you over to baking. Still never going to be any bread in this goddamn city. I know I only have one bakery. How workload heavy is it? 6? Like nothing. What's my grain supply at? Terrible. Well, that's good. Know a few dozen people with military history and computer science undergrad degrees. At least it was a really common combo for the Reserve Officers Training Corps students for at least 20 years ago, at least. I mean, yeah, I guess what's there to do when you're in the reserve is aside from like sit at home and plop away at a laptop, right? I mean, that makes some sense, actually. It's like, you know, the classic, like, what was on Osama bin Laden's laptop? Some random, like, milsim that nobody played or bought that was on Steam. Was like the actual answer to that question, I think. It's like, yeah, it turns out guy played a lot of Arma, although I don't actually think he played Arma, but... One of my favorite, like, things is the tracking of Steam accounts. Like, the fact that there is one active Steam account in Pyongyang and one in the neighboring city, which I can't remember the name of. Like, I find that personally very funny. I maybe don't need this. Or at least I don't need this one. Because we are dealing with the deranged. So I guess that's good. Especially now that I'm not starving them to death. Sure, that's gotta help, right? I wonder how many Vatican City accounts there are. There's like a map that you can just look up on Google. The better question is, and I think the question you're actually asking, Clino, is does the Pope have a Steam account? I do love all of the jokes related to the current Pope, purely because it's like, yeah, I mean, the Bears have to be better now, right? Because they have the Pope. It's like, I think all of the holy water and blessings of the world ain't gonna make them win a Super Bowl, but like, maybe it'll help? If anything will make me find God, it might be that. Any like Chicago sports related to jokes and them having the Pope is like some of my favorite humor to come out of that. I feel I have a weird feeling if there are accounts in the Vatican, it's probably like the janitor, you know, like the guy that lives like 2 blocks outside of Vatican City but works in Vatican City as like maintenance, you know, or like the lady who works like the front desk in one of those buildings, something like that. I've kind of have a hard time believing it would be somebody who's spending their full-time working in religion. Although the Pope playing Crusader Kings is a funny enough mental image that I like to hope. Can I auto-employ these? No. Thankfully, they don't actually take that much employment. Like, it's only 2 employees for the 30 deranged, so. Also, 15 deranged. What? There's a corpse. Starving to death. Lovely. I'm literally just starving all the deranged ones to death. That's grim. Like, even for me, that's grim. Good news. My other deranged idiot holding facility is almost done. So that's good. I guess that's one way to get rid of all the crazies is just lock them in a room and don't give them food. I mean, it's kind of dark, but it's just reinforcing the "are we the baddies" narrative. The 2 echoes of the real world? What, locking the door and forgetting about it? I would lean to agree. Hold up. Whoa. You should be allowed to, like, gather food. Why are you not allowed to eat fruit? I must have turned that off in a time of great peril. Dwarves should be allowed to eat fruit if they want. And the Dandorians can have extra drink. Which we're going to drink up pretty quick, I think. I need to make more grain. An eclipse! Yay! Positive mood buffs. Alright, all of the deranged is gone. Let's just go over to here. Disconnect these. And make that. Continuing my grain construction. Surprised that they don't want a supply of booze for their homes. I think that would be really difficult to supply. But yeah, I don't disagree. It would be fitting. All right, well, we've dealt with all of the delinquency and derangement. The prisons don't have good enough food supplies. Not bad. And I've got tons of pottery now, so I guess that's good. What are we out of? It's gotta be something. Yeah, it's all in the grain. One could say that this is starting to go against the grain. So maybe what I should do is just start importing grain. Import grain. What, don't live near the mountain will just tell stories about the mountain being haunted because of all the asylums and prisons are in there? That's true. I mean, we do have a pretty large, like, mining operation going on in there as well, but that's where the majority of the work accidents happen, so... Yeah, I think that checks out. I bet you they're writing stories and telling stories in the taverns about that. I could see that. In fact, I could see that pretty easily. Certainly a believable mental narrative. Okay, what do you guys want? I need to upgrade hearths. I need to upgrade speakers. I need to fix my tech trees again, because I broke them. But I need to upgrade hearths primarily, I think. And I need to get that other masonry shop up and running again, because I got the one. What do you think, chat? Do you think people are living near, are scared to live near the mountains? Due to the terrifying realities of said mountains? I'd believe it. I could see that happening. Mountains haunted. Yeah, pretty much. Question is, I'm just gonna demo this asylum. Don't actually need this one that's in the middle of the city. However, a little farm field might not help, or might not hurt. I'm gonna replace this with another farm that we, like the ones that we had here initially. Oh, we're in an ad break. Gonna pause. Just as a reminder to everybody, there is a name something available if you would like to name a building or a random orc. And this is a crowdfunded channel, so I make a living because people throw bits, tips, subs, and various other things my way. I do have a daily minimum, which we didn't make yesterday, which means if I stream for 8 hours, I make minimum wage. And we're currently 45, 46 actually, dollars away from making that daily minimum. Pretty close. We might hit it, might not. I do have to say thank you though to those of you who've tuned in, allowing me to do something a little bit different for a week. Next week we'll be back to the normal stuff though. I asked earlier what games you'd like to see me play or something similar. You've always, I'm waiting for Brigador Killers. If I hadn't 100%ed Brigador, I might do that more often. I like Brigador. I could see myself playing some Brigador again. Brigador's fun. Even if just for the soundtrack, you know? But good to know. I will keep that in mind. All right. Too much fiber in these pigs' diets. It's gonna be a tough year. Not enough water, I say. Fruit farm. Kind of wish I could just like auto-fill to the areas that have lots of moisture. Let's just go up this way anyway, even if it drops the moisture. And I'm just gonna do a load area. Fruit farm. Enjoy the lurks, I know. I appreciate it. So I've got a load there, and then we're gonna unload up here. The question is, could I find a good place to unload it? Upgrade you. Yep. Room upgrade. Upgrade. Any storage facilities I can upgrade? Oh, I just don't have enough people. Drop you down so that I actually have the hands to finish some of these. Thank you, Elfie. I'm just getting tired of answering that question, to be honest. This game's not very similar to Dwarf Fortress at all. It's much more of a city builder. It's like asking how similar Dwarf Fortress is to, like, SimCity. Although I do describe Dwarf Fortress as flat Minecraft if it was SimCity to people who have no idea what Dwarf Fortress is. So maybe that's like a dumb example. just as a baseline. Are you guys allowed to eat fish? Yes, you are. I really wish this could load more than one resource. I really, really wish it could. Make my life so much easier. But I guess I would have to build the whole city around that. Ponder Z levels and necromancy, Elfie. I really wish I had the innovation for that right now. Population is skyrocketing. Discontent and upset with the quality of my food supply is going down. I can't provide you with more food, but I can provide you with more drink. At least they're satisfied with the amount of restaurants. It's just food stalls. It's food stalls that they're not satisfied with. Feel like they could use food stalls underground. Because there's less travel distance to shuffle back and forth. I do think it's kind of funny that vertical travel is considered the same speed as horizontal travel in Dwarf Fortress. Move them a little further apart as far as the food stalls go. I really need... I need more ore. I require more gem. Okay, so we have like no gems right now. So I'm just going to go to your access and just say, you just can't have gems. We're doing okay on stone, so let them have stone. Still losing out on wood, although actually did that wood cut ever get finished? Yes, but they're in the making trees stage, not so much the hacking them down stage. Holy fuck, that's a lot of employees these use. Good damn. Okay, well, good news is I got tons of clay. I'm just gonna start importing wood, so I stop running out of it. Really what I should do is I should just have like a bunch of import-export depots in like a whole zone. And then just like actually do this intelligently, which currently I'm just not. I'm gonna export some booze, which actually sells pretty well. And I'm gonna keep importing leather. I got this, actually no, I got this export zone down here, right? Yeah. I could export some of my pottery. Although it claims that we just have too much. Or import some of my, not import, export. Import, export, import, spec, export. What do I need down here? There's gotta be something. Maybe not. Too much pottery? Yeah, I have too much pottery now, which kind of is amazing me, actually. Yeah, I think at some point what I need to do is just go in and delete all of my imports and export fields and then just like rebuild that entire industry. Really wish that wasn't fully leveled up. Could level up work safety. People would stop getting injured. What do we need, actually? Let's just do this. Still not happy with wells. I've never been happy with wells. Stages, they're also not happy with. Speakers, they're also not happy with. Hearths, they're not happy with. But it's like, when I go here, it's like, all right, so where's an area where they're not happy? Where is there not enough hearths? But then I go to copy it, and then I can't see where there isn't enough hearths. This is gonna be the death of me, chat. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Is there an overlay? Lighting, no. Moisture, paint. Problem? Nope. Path, salt, water, noise. Maintenance? Homelessness. It's like I just want that. I just want to be able to see where I don't have enough wells while I'm building wells. Because that's so much to ask for. I want to see where they're not satisfied with wells while I'm trying to construct them. Because then I could just, you know, pretty easily. Like, why are they not satisfied there? I don't get that. Not very happy underground. Not very surprised by this, actually. In fact, this one here I'll upgrade to a fancier well. It's not even happiness that's the issue. But yeah, I guess, because like that's environment, right? Decorations are this. It's like it's access and services that are the issue. It's like environment's just like, that's fine. Religion's also fine. I guess we're good on graveyards, we're good on crypts. Nobody's been desecrating. Temples would be huge. But for temples, I need, like, fucking ridiculous amounts of, I think it's knowledge. Like, absolutely fucking nutty amounts. Wherever it is. I can't even find it now. Not tearing my hair out, Green-Eyed Otter. Mostly. Mostly that. So must be at least going okay. Sure, yeah, but I've been tempted. But you are missing one detail. I do have a lot of hair, so it is the source of my power, so I best not lose it. But what's the focus? Mostly just figuring out systems and trying to actually properly relearn this game after so many years of not properly relearning it. That's mostly all I'm really doing. Where's that one those restaurants I had? Like this one. Where the heck did I put the door on this? There it is. It's right at the end, so... pretty easily construct one down here. But that's not really where I need them. These are all fields, like farm fields. There we go. That'll actually help. Put a restaurant right next to the tavern. We'll have a franchise in no time. Also, I'm aware that we have, like, literally no available employees for anything at the moment. Because they finished that field. Here we go again. So, Dricus Carlone. Who the heck is Dricus Carlone? Dricus the doofus. He has 75 soldiers with 214 power. Ah. I think we can defeat that with 348 soldiers. What do you think, chat? I think we got this. No. Ideally, actually, and I could also take prisoners too. Because I do have not small, actually, amount of storage for prisoners now. You have no context. Ah. Give them a wooden spoon? No, they have weapons. At least, like, let me give them wooden weapons instead of just a spoon. Being sick. What? Excuse me, madam. Go to the hospital. It's like right there. No available services. Why not? Am I out of opium still? Yeah, I'm out of opium. Okay, fine. I'll import opium. Okay, if you insist. And here I thought bread was important, but... how's my opium field doing, actually? Scanning. Where the heck did I put that opium field? I lost my opium, chat. Oh, there it is. I really hope that by increasing the amount of employees working on the opium field, we can, that's fine. Raiders on their way. That we can get some more opium up and running. Not really. Invasion! Ah! Dave Danger. I will name you a thing after. You can name a noble. You could name building. You could name rando duder. You could name an army. Just about anything in this game is nameable. Okay, so that's their army. Okay. Their army. That is my army. I admit, there is a bit of a size difference. However, they're probably significantly more competent. So, don't get too cocky, chat. But can I get a Vile Force of Darkness? Because I don't need the good luck, but I want the good luck, you know? Big Vile Force of Darkness. Let's let them come to me first. Okay. Why do they always want to, like, leapfrog each other? It seems like it's not a good move. You guys over here, you guys all go this way. So that's one group scattering. This is the next army we need to go do battle with. You guys reorganize. Oh, it's literally just the one squad left. Or the rest of them all split. So we just need to surround these guys and crush them. I'm sure we got this, right? There's only 20 of them. Mosh in the pit! Just wait for the solo. We got this. Okay. Quality battle. You're not familiar with Songs of Six, but you really want to try it? The demo is the full game. Priardo Arts in YouTube chat. It's just a version that's a year behind or so. I'm going to accept these prisoners this time. We did it, chat. Round of beers for that. Raider defeated. We get $300 doodles for it. And now I just have 55 prisoners. Yes. So I could sell them. I could exile them. But right now they're all just going into prison. I just don't have enough workers right now, which is a bit of a pain. Still a bit of a pain. Has been a bit of a pain. Do they become reformed citizens? I'm not entirely sure how that works. It's like I can exile them, I could persecute them, I could put them in the stockades. Yeah, I don't know. That is a mighty fine question. That is a mighty fine question. I'm sure there's an answer to that question. I don't know what it is. But I'm sure there's an answer to that question. This is actually a pretty useful menu. I just don't have anywhere near enough workers at the moment. Or can I spare people? Fishing, I guess. Yeah. Man, I feel like I straight up just do not have enough of anything right now. Now this should be able to be automated. Okay, fuck it. Turning off one of my training grounds so that we can actually have odd jobbers around it to help with unrelated tasks. Such as finish rejuvenating this field. Building it into something usable. Same with this. Good news is, though, we are actually attracting more migrants again. We also actually have clay now. So if I increase this, increase this, it's going to be increased usage, but they'll be able to go acquire more of it. I know you can make them slaves. I'm not going to make them slaves, though. And the reason I'm not going to do that is because the orcs fucking hate slavery, so I'm getting a massive mood bonus by not having slaves. I don't know if I get that, like, upset debuff. I don't know if I get an upset debuff if I, free the slaves, but hold on. Let me, check something. Because I can also go to this screen. I don't have any slaves currently. I just have the prisoners. So I could see if I could find... It's nothing to do with that. I don't know how that works with the prisoners. Maybe they just join? I'm sure I'm missing a menu. Probably. It's usually the case. What is my current strength here? Why doesn't it just give me a total? So, like, we're in an ad break. Let me just fuck with things for a second here. Oh, I can't even check how strong this army would be because I don't have enough rations. Because I have no rations. Well, I do have rations. I just don't have enough rations. How much does it cost for mercenaries right now? $228,000, or for these guys that are fucking terrible. Okay, well. I don't think I can just attack this one army that's like just outside. Also, this army's getting bigger. Well, that fucking blows. No, I'm not attacking anything. I'm just trying to estimate how strong my army would be if I put all of my soldiers right now into it, because I've done a lot of gear upgrading, but I can't even look because I don't have enough clothing, rations. Basically, I don't have the supplies. I can't form an army. Like, it won't let me. Because my clothing supply is too low. My ration supply is too low. That's why. Which kind of sucks. I'm just saying. So if I were to do that, what would that up my output to? So now I've got one ration maker. Don't really need you doing this. Currently clothing output is minus 13. So if I double my clothing output, which would be tailors. Now I got a lot of it. Let's see if we fall over in a year. You take fruits. Where did I put that unload depot? Could just go to the one where I know where it is, which is up here. So you take a tiny little bit of fruit. And then this one, you take fruit. Workload is low. Well, it won't be in a minute. Auto-employ. No, I would like to attack that settlement. I'm not currently attacking that settlement, but I would really like to. Because attacking that settlement would allow me to trade with multiple different factions, which would give me a pretty massive boost to my economy without me doing much. Because it would let me trade with people who could potentially give me better prices. I would actually have options for prices, and I wouldn't be stuck behind this bug-infested toll booth, which is currently what I'm stuck behind. Basically, like, I can't really expand. I can't control the whole region. I can't tax people. There's a lot of things I can't do right now. And that's almost entirely because of the fact that I'm stuck behind that settlement that's south of me that's full of the insect people. It's like, it's not even really their fault necessarily. It's just they're there and they are causing me some grief. If they weren't there, well, it would be less of a problem, but they are there and it's an issue. What are the key differences? Literally everything except you can build houses and walls. Dwarf Fortress is a colony simulator / world simulation with an RPG mode in a procedurally generated world. This is a city builder. You build a city, and there's kind of a light 4X Empire Builder side to it. The games could not be more different. They have no real similarities, aside from the fact that you could buy them in a bundle on Steam. And that's about it. Also, chat could help if they want, so that I'm not trying to explain everything on my own all the time. Oh, and this game has a research tree, which is fucking garbage. That's an issue. Accept bribe? What? Quarrelsome merchant. An influential merchant is being a twit. What does this give me? It upsets the dwarves a bit, but gives me a fuckload of money. Refuse publicly does what? That money's useful. Hold on, let me just slow down time. Accept these people, accept you. Do I take the bribe, chat? $11 months left to Christmas? Ah, I'll be bankrupt by then. It's terrifying. What's up, Bone Doll? But I appreciate the 11, or rather, not the 11 months, the 15 months. I was reading 11 months till Christmas. It's like, no, that's not the sub. That's what you wrote. I'm gonna take the bribe and piss off a few dwarves. It's just like a global happiness debuff, but it's $500,000 doodles. Okay, so you're what? 230, 230, 140, 100, 1. Okay, so let's just say 200, 200. So it's 400, 550, 650, 750, 850. If I wait for another, like, until I have about 1,000 booze, or rather 1,000 rations sitting right there, which I will get soon, I'll be able to invade the neighbors to the south. Because we're aiming for a nice Midsummer's Eve. I need to watch that movie, Midsummer, actually. Because I watched Hereditary recently. And, like, the first half of that movie, terrifying and hard to watch. Second half of that movie, fucking fun as hell. Like, I had a great time with the second half of that movie. So now I want to watch Midsummer. But I know that's not what you're talking about. You're talking about actual Midsummer, as in like the holiday. The time of year, if anything. How you doing, Deep Space, by the way? How big did you get your cities to in this game? I always feel like I only ever have small cities in this game, and that's purely because, like, I played on a much older version of the game, when building a massive city was a lot less of a challenge. And I managed to get a city that had about rather 15,000 people at one point. Okay. Let's do something completely different here. What do I have quite a bit of? I've got quite a bit of fish. It says the output's gone up, but they literally just don't have fish. Get more fish then. It's like, this should have fish in it, shouldn't it? Suppose not. Could do meat, which is probably available. Which apparently it's not. And now no more meat's available. Let's go do this thing again. Starts dying at 12,000 population. I think I could tell you why. Yeah, no, the game kind of ran like shit back then. This was like back in the HIO version was when I had 15,000 pop. The game was super basic back then. Basically just build houses and have food available and people would show up. The overworld did nothing. There was no nobility or progression of any sort. It was a much simpler game back then. But I don't know. I had fun with it. Honestly, this is probably the best route to go. Yeah, there we go. Although the good news is food skyrocketed again. We are no longer dying of hunger. You know, sure, like, this game sort of wants you to succeed, but it also wants to, like, cut your genitals off with sandpaper while it's doing it. Like, if it wanted me to succeed, it could, like, you know, let me upgrade my buildings without having to, like, have an extra 400 people sitting around. Like, this game may want you to succeed, but it's very mean about it. It's like, if you wanted me to succeed, video game, then why are you grinding me into a pulp? I mean, whatever you're into, Laya. I ain't judging. Well, much. Just a little bit. Alright, this is the final time I'll call this out for the stream, but we are currently $46 USD away from making the daily minimum, which means if I stream for 8 hours, I make minimum wage where I live. We didn't make it yesterday. Missed it by, like, kind of a lot of money. Maybe we'll get it today. Also, Dave Danger wants the asylum named after him, which I super missed. Dave Danger Asylum is now up and named. There you go, Zers. So I do have to say thank you to those of you who've, you know, got hats next to your name, because you're helping keep the channel funded. All right, I have enough soldiers now, so let's go up to here. Now I'm going to do two things. First one is I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go recruit an army. Some of the soldiers are not fully trained. Not enough supplies. Do I need clothing? Is that the issue? I thought I had. I guess I don't. Turns out everybody has too much clothing equipped. So we're using it up too quickly. Well, how about y'all take your shirts off so that I can make more clothing quicker. Doesn't really change anything, actually. Where's my tailor? I'm just gonna employ more tailors. And for my weavers, I can't employ my weavers. How's woodcutting doing? I think I'm gonna move you back to weaving. turned around in no time. I mean, we had like 100 deranged people running around the city, and now we have none. So I don't know if it's actually turning them around or doing any positive benefits, but at the very least, it seems like it removed the deranged people. I'm not sure if they got removed because they simply starved them to death in there, or if they actually did something positive with their lives, but good news is there's no longer deranged people. That's about all I got, though. Holy shit. So much wood that I don't have. All right, well, good news is should have enough clothing very soon. Lobotomized, sure. Deconstructed and sold for parts. Although the serial killer warnings that we were getting a little while ago stopped popping up after I built the asylums, so maybe it was a good thing. I don't know. Like, potentially even, maybe even actually possibly a net positive. I realize I'm doing a lot of, like, coaching, but I love how I'm still losing a shit ton of cloth. It's gotta just be like... I wish I could cram another one of these in here, but I can't. No space. Really am kind of just out of space here. I realize I could just make a different shaped building, but that would be too smart. Half works there, the other half is the patients. I mean, maybe like 5% of them work there. Oh, look at this. I've got these people now. They actually moved in. So I guess that answers that. If you have random prisoners, they will just eventually be recruited. Huh. Fascinating. Also, now we have they're on strike. Well, we'll indoctrinate them when I have the ability to. I ain't, like, authorizing any of them. I could just, like, imprison them for no reason. I love how you can not let them use benches. Like, that seems so mean. Like, you're just not allowed to use benches. Just at all. Ever. Speaking of benches, I've now been reminded I should probably make benches. What a fucking mean thing to restrict. The Master of Carpenters has passed. F's for that. Clearly didn't have enough bench. Okay. So, I think I have enough supplies now to build an army. Let's see. Does it tell me the total strength of this army anywhere? Yes, it does, once they all inquire. A local dispute between an avian and a Dodorian citizen is spread across the whole city. The two species are now at each other's throats, fighting each other wherever they meet. This is what I get for not selling you into slavery, I guess. What I could do is I could go to justice, and then for these guys, I'm just going to expel them. No, don't hang them. Where's the stockades? Slave. Kill in the arena. Yes, I'm going to persecute them and expel them. That's what we're gonna do. And then they just go away. Easy peasy. Also, I have no workers right now because literally everybody is going to war. So, let's open my army back up and see where we're at. It's 529 power right now. Come on, buddy. Where are you? You lazy... Oh, I see. They were on strike probably, right? Or dealing with the strike, maybe? It really kind of irks me that they don't all show up. Like, truly, it kind of irks me. Like, how long do I need to wait? We're going to recruit the big army. It's like they... Actually, maybe it's because they still need to be trained. All right, so what would you do for a Klondike bar? Has Army 1, which has a strength of 1,000. This has a strength of 201. Plus, their garrison has a strength of 148, 279, and 279. We're going to try and besiege my neighbors. Chat, I need the biggest vile force of darkness you guys can muster. And thanks for tuning in for the non-DF week. Oh. Hold on. Are you telling me that they actually have like twice the soldiers that I have? Then, dear game, if they have like twice the soldiers that I have, why is it telling me that my squads are strong enough? Oh, maybe it's because they're behind they're behind some walls. That might have something to do with it. Oh, what? Excuse me. Did I click auto? Did the button move? See what I clicked wrong. I definitely clicked something wrong. Oh, I should probably also recruit the mercs. Wait was what I clicked. Oh, I see. It swaps out wait and auto. I get it. So that has 201. Why doesn't it tell me the strength of their garrison? That's silly as hell. All right, let's see what we can do. Like, seriously, it's so silly. I really wish that my whole army could arrive. So they got a much bigger army than I do. But the individual squads, with the exception of some, are pretty freaking weak. It's not outdated intel because it's changed. It's me trying to do carpet math, but... Chat room? You know what to do, and you're not doing it. So, we have no chance. Unless... you do the thing. In fact, I still have very little hope. Let's see what we can do. It's gonna be the strongest ones. How strong is this? You're 135, 276, 276. This squad here is 530. Holy fuck. Can I can't shift attack. That sucks. Okay. Snooze these ads. I'm basically banking on those mercs. That's my hope. It's like, if I can get decently through the corner of their army, I may have a chance. But I have to take out this half first. These guys are pretty strong, and that's a pretty big army. See if I can line these guys back up. These are the mercs. See if I can move them around the back here. And get in behind this. Don't like how they keep lining up. I am worried about this side. I wish I could break this mercenary army into two separate squads, but enabled range units will stay out of the way. I feel like I can win this, but I'm also not even remotely hopeful. Okay, hold up. Maybe we have a chance. Although most of my squads have now split. Maybe? Purely because of the mercenaries? I wonder if it would be smarter to do this fight and just send the mercenaries in. Because they're like almost as strong as the rest of this enemy army. I think we can do this with less losses. What do you think, chat? You want to do a redo and see if we can get this done with less losses? Because I think we can. I think we can. I mean, what would you do for a Klondike bar? The age-old question. Use those as backup. Okay, so these marks here are weak as all hell, but so now that they're engaged, I'll take this army. And send them over there. And then set these guys to just split up and fight. It's like they are still falling, but eh. Nope, go, 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 just charge. Okay, well, I took a little bit too long. The mercs have split. So maybe not wise to do it that way. Yeah, okay, let's try this again. Just sitting here snoozing ads repeatedly. I hope you guys appreciate this. Yeah, I think, like, the plan is just, like, stick the mercs out front. Definitely stick the mercs out front. Let's see if we can just, like, get behind them more efficiently. Like, these are the mercs. So send them up. Grab this army. Send them over here while the mercs begin fighting. Oops. Nope, no, 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 no. It's way too easy to accidentally deselect everybody. What the shit? Excuse me. Just do that. I realize there's an army like right below us, but okay, yeah, you guys stay engaged. You know, now I'm less confident. I feel like this is actually a pretty important thing, just letting them split and go for whomever, more or less. But, oh, now everybody scatters. Just lost everybody, basically. Yeah, that's GG. Well, I have no idea. I did it once successfully. Let's see if I can do it again successfully. Maybe I'm trying to do it too quickly. I do think, like, there's something really kind of weird about the army's behavior. Let's maybe spread them out here. Maybe like 4 arms and a foot? No, actually, I just kind of want this game to remove its combat. Do I want a hand? No, I want chat. Let me figure this out. I will figure out this gosh darned, poorly balanced, badly designed puzzle. I want you to make chat speak. I don't really care what you're talking about. I'm gonna ignore it anyway. Because if I look away, then something bad's gonna happen. So no, I don't want a hand. I would like chat to move. That's all I want. And if that's in the form of giving me a hand, then okay, but I don't really want it. What the heck are you doing? You are apparently currently in combat, but I refuse to believe this. You are broken. What am I doing wrong here? Is it this? Is it that? Okay, whatever. I just stopped caring. Well, this half's getting brutalized, whereas this half over here is doing a lot better. Let's move them. I think this might actually be the way, instead of zooming in, because then I can just see the blue and red. Like, it's a lot easier to discern the differences between the armies when doing it this way. So maybe this is the way to do it. Why are you doing that? Boarding up like that. I don't want you to do that. Just... I don't know what's going on with that. That's weird. And then I don't know what this army's doing, but nothing good, that's for sure. All right, well, that's GG again, I guess, unless somehow I've managed to rout them. Well, my biggest regret is that I restarted. Hey, chat. Do you want to be helpful? Post a round of beers. I ain't making the daily minimum today. Least you could do is encourage me to defeat this. Because damn it, I'm not going to do it without your help. We all know this. I am an incompetent commander. I failed every single school of command. I've restarted multiple times. This horrific example of battle strategy. And without your help, I will never have a chance. What's my favorite games besides Dwarf Fortress? Tetris! That actually is my favorite game. Dwarf Fortress is my favorite game. Tetris is my favorite game. Blah, blah, blah. I can only snooze the ads 3 times, and I already snoozed them 3 times, so waiting for the ads to play. And then we can go use that. God, man, that would be so helpful right about now. Let me tell you. Oh, wait, morons, get back here. Same with you. Feel like if I can get these bigger... Gosh, okay. If If I can get these bigger armies distracted, maybe. These guys. Then we can just focus down this. Uh-oh. Now we're thunking. Let's see what I can do with this. Why are you just standing in a square over there? Makes no sense. It's when they just like decide to not attack me that we do better, which is a little funky. Actually, a little funky's a massive exaggeration, but these garrison units are the ones that we need to rout, though, that's for sure. Come on. See if I can just shove through them. They really try way too hard to get back into formation. Like, even when they're in a fighting blob like this? Holy shit. I guess it's Christmas. Well, if I don't win now, then I guess I'm just a dirty failure. Thank you. You just doubled my month's revenue, potentially. Or at least the week's. That's absurd. God, that was quick. Let's try again. I'm gonna keep at it. I will do it. And I'm certain that there's probably some very specific, like, obvious thing that anybody who's played more than 20 minutes of this game is seeing and tearing their hair out. And you know what? That's okay. You'll live. I won't, though. I will die many more times. Big red squares. I think I'm scared of you. Okay, only mildly. Ilmarin, thank you very much for checking out a gift. And to anybody who got gifted a sub by our friend Odin, thank you very much for being around, be able to be gifted a sub. Okay, why? Yeah, I don't think you want to keep, I think you want to take them out of, I think you want to hit this to take them out of formation, because otherwise they just seemingly get stuck in formation, like there isn't much they can do. I don't even... Yep, that was awful. They're not annoying. The only thing annoying about this is how I managed to, like, kind of steamroll them the first time and not since. No, just because I get annoyed easily sometimes doesn't mean that you're annoying. It means that I'm annoyed easily sometimes. All right, let's wait for them to attack me then. I won't try and do any sneaky strats this time, I swear. He says as he starts doing sneaky strats. Don't worry, I'm a very easy to annoy person on a bad day. And that's entirely a fault of mine, not yours. Let's just send these guys over here. tell them to charge and do that. Unless they're... Oh, I see. They're an archery unit. All right, well, let's get them firing. I wonder if they can friendly fire. That'd be very typical, I think. Let's do this. Try and get them through. I'll allow them to sort of surround this a little bit. Okay, so those guys ran away and regrouped. You guys can go this way. You guys go this way. And you shoot into the middle of this army. I feel like we have the advantage on this side, because this side is mostly these guys, which is the mercenary squad. And then this is, like, at the very least, a mostly surrounded... Okay, just keep pushing them back. And now I've lost all the mercs, which is not great. No, there we go. We're gonna fall now. Dang it. How the heck did I do it that one time? But not since. Hitting up us on, hitting on us? I mean, spring is certainly not in the air yet, but I will say that my first pepper sprouted. So that's kind of spring-ish. All right, I don't know. I'm open to tips. I'm just going to ignore most of them probably, but if you guys have like some sort of weird mythological idea of how I could not horribly die to this, I'm open to it. I don't understand what the hell I did that first time that I haven't been able to achieve since. Like at all. It just, none of this makes any sense to me, so. Try and break off and get them on these guys instead. More troops. This is all I got, man. I wish I had more. That'd be helpful. Maybe just completely leaving them in formation will help. Okay, so that army in the squad in the middle has routed out. Let's regroup you. And try to regroup you two, if I can. Let's try to regroup you guys. Okay, maybe regrouping is what we need to do. So they're trying to regroup down here. Well, these three squads are fighting up top. You two can charge in down there. Maybe they got it. Let's see if I can get these two into tighter formation. See if I can get them to go help down here. Nope. Okay. Let's see if I can regroup. Get our balls back. Still that army down there. And then this army up here. Okay, we're making better progress this time. Go for these bug people. Oopsies. Accidentally tabbed out of the game. And here comes that last army. Let's see what they're gonna do. Okay. Now let's regroup. Type formations. Send them in. Yeah, I guess keep tight formations and constantly regroup. Seems to be it. That seems to be it. Well, I did it. Gotta practice at some point. Odin, Lily Jaeger in chat. Thank you for the 100 gift subs. That's ridiculous. You kind of got me at a point where I don't really know what to say. So all I have to say is thank you. You're ridiculously kind. Cheers. How many prisoners is this? Fucking tons. I'm just gonna release them. Wait, hold up. Gods have smiled upon your name. Victory is ours, and our foe has been beaten. Okay, so what does that mean? Does that mean I get this? I could execute them, which does what? Gives me minus 6.49 chivalry. That lets me keep the chivalry. But I'm assuming just lets them disperse and make a new army. We'll release them. We'll see what that does. So now I'm just at war with them. Can I take the army and capture this place? I see. I could raise it. I could loot it. Or I could enslave it. Or I could occupy it. Okay, let's not enslave. Let's raise and let's loot and occupy. I like that upset face. That's funny. All right. Well, I now control this region. So that's fun. Can I tax them? Our tourism is up. Or rather, our income from tourism is up. What can I do with Hoogland? Or not them. So now I have access to these two. Hoogland and Linbra. Linbra! I got this place. Who seem to not like me very much. I wonder why. The Cretonians don't super like me very much, and the Avians don't super like me much. That's a fun button. Turns out they don't like it if you just kill everybody. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming this is the population plummeting. That is to be expected, I would assume. Now the question is, do I need to... I have a feeling we're gonna have access to... Oh. Dear subject, I don't remember your name, but your yearly taxes are due. Uh-huh. Who are you? Yeah, exactly. Hold on. Who are you? These people? These humans? Well, there's a lot of orcs just there. They really hate me. They really like me. What if I just kind of ignore them and instead just try to see if we can be friends with the orcs to the east, to the west, instead of the humans to the east? I think that's probably what we'll try and do. Build stuff from that screen now. Which screen? I'm also actually just going to see if I can send my army home. I think just disbanding this army sends them all back to my main city. Yes, looks like it. Rebellion imminent. Oh. They have very low public order and could rebel any day now. I should have raised them instead. Leave some there. Well, I mean, this is why backseating is not always helpful. Is because while that's a useful tip, I've already done the thing by the time you say it, so it doesn't matter so much. No, you didn't. Because I didn't read it until after I'd done it, so it doesn't matter, right? Like, it doesn't matter if you say it earlier or later. All I see is a wall of text, and I go, I want to figure things out. And then what was that? Welcome! We give you, yes, please give me stuff. Thank you, I need it. So this is actually, like, why a lot of channels just don't allow backseating. It's not that backseating is inherently bad. In fact, I think in most cases it's good. It's just, it's really irritating to see it after I did something that, like, you know, might as well not yeah, like, I think you get it. We're just gonna send this army here. And then cry because it's gonna take them 10,000 years to actually do the thing. Well, guess we're gonna have a rebellion then. How much am I making from taxes? $218 dues. Well, I guess that's good. Wow, I can trade with so many people now that the overworld is lagging. Feels like that doesn't need to be a scroll bar. There's so much space there. How do I send you to Baksu? No, you're not there. Rating. I don't really want you to rate. Okay, whatever. This is like ridiculous. How the hell do I... This also doesn't seem all that bad, actually. Like, support's actually not terrible. So I'm not actually even that worried. I'm just gonna disband this. It's like, I look at this and it's like, that's not what I want. I don't want Army 1. I want to click on this goddamn town, which is underneath where this army was. I don't even... There we go. Yeah, I don't know. They don't seem to hate me all that much. I mean, look at this. It's about the same as my current home. The humans, they're not even the ones that were, like, causing the problems. Like, if I speed up time here. Yeah, bars turning blue means it's improving positively. And also me having access to a ton more people in the vicinity means population increasing faster will be easier. Yeah, I don't know, that's easy enough. And also I have 20 days of food right now. So I'm just going to give them 2 days worth of foods. It's actually kind of nuts. Having 20 days worth of food. Purchase for sale. I don't have any slaves for sale. Yeah, and I'm actually getting like requests to join the city again because we have so much more access to the outside world. And yes, we do have a very, very large deficit of odd jobbers, but also disband a few squads. Give me some extra odd jobbers around. There we go. Almost caught back up. And there we go. Let's see how the overworld's doing. Yeah. Like, they currently have given me 100% support. So now I can click this, and I could give them a city hall, which would cost me 500 bucks. I could give them hygiene. Or I could give them something else. Oh, I see. I can upgrade these. Interesting. What else can I do? So will this ship stuff to me, or is this specifically for this location? Let's get a bunch more taxes. But yeah, no, I mean, this is actually really good. Like, all of the bug people just moved out immediately, and now I have an asylum request. A noble running for asylum in Borbald has expressed interest in your deranged subjects. What? According to the letter, living in your capital is damaging the mind in quite unusual ways, which are of interest to natural philosophers. If you accept this offer, all of your deranged subjects would be sent away to receive treatment. Sure, I'll take the 60 bucks. I'm sure that'll upset somebody, but... Or $60,000, should I say. They didn't seem to care for too long. All right, well, that is the biggest positive we've made yet, and I feel like I've actually started playing the game now. Which kind of, I think, says a lot about this game. In that, like, you know, it's like, now I suddenly feel like I'm doing all right. I can also build more things. Let's build them. Region capacity. I don't have the workforce slows. Let's just do growth. Accept. That people will pay to research just how fucked up your civs are? That sounds like something the FBI would do. Or the CIA would do. Sounds like something America does. I don't know. That's like the equivalent of like somebody paying you to give you their trash in SimCity. It's like in SimCity when they're just like, we'll pay you if you take our garbage. They've done far worse. Sure. Well, I would agree with that. Oh my god. That is a humongous net consumption. Rebellion! Oh no! The region of Baksu has had enough of your mistreatment and have declared independency. Do I have to go murder you all again? Oh well. It was fun while it lasted. I tried to build them a nice new home. But now I have to go through them again. Chat room! My friend is coming over in 20 minutes. So I gotta dip. Today was fun.